You've talked to the President-elect Trump now several times over the course of this transition. What have you tried to impress on him about the job?
So that what he has to appreciate is, as soon as you walk into this office after you've been sworn in, you're now in charge of the largest organization on earth. The conversations have been cordial. He has been open to suggestions. And the main thing that I've tried to transmit is that there's a difference between governing and campaigning.
Did you see the moment Obama completely dismantled Trump with just a few calm sentences? It was like watching a surgeon perform a precise operation while Trump was flailing with a plastic toy hammer. Trump's been running his mouth as usual, but this time, Obama struck back with what people are calling a mic drop from space. No screaming, no childish nicknames, just Obama pointing out facts while our orange friend probably had steam coming out of his ears. Did you notice how Trump was yelling and pointing his finger like a toddler who lost his juice box while Obama just smiled and destroyed him with complete sentences? I mean, talk about a communication mismatch.
How has he impressed you?
You know, he is somebody who I think is very engaging and gregarious.
You like him?
You know, I've enjoyed the conversations that we've had. You can't manage it the way you would manage a family business. You have to have a strong team around you. You have to have respect for institutions and the process to make good decisions because you are inherently reliant on other folks. He is somebody who I think is not lacking in confidence, which is, I think...
Some say that about you too.
Well, that's what I was saying. It's probably a prerequisite for the job, or at least you have to have enough craziness to think that you can do the job.
During his latest TV meltdown, Trump went full-on grumpy Trumpy, attacking Obama with his signature word salad that makes even his own supporters need subtitles. So there's Trump, red-faced on national television, gesturing wildly and calling Obama "Obummer" for the millionth time, making accusations about policies that sound like he's reading random words from a dictionary.
Does that worry you?
Well, I think that can be both a strength and a weakness. I think it depends on how he approaches it. I think that he has not spent a lot of time sweating the details of, you know, all the policies. If it gives him fresh eyes, then that can be valuable. But it also requires you knowing what you don't know.
Meanwhile, Obama's sitting somewhere probably sipping tea, deciding whether to even dignify this circus with a response. But this time, Obama actually clapped back. And wow, what a study in contrasts. While Trump communicates like he's paid by the exclamation point, Obama responded with this calm, measured tone that makes Trump sound like a car alarm going off at 3 a.m. Trump throws tantrums. Obama delivers arguments. It's like comparing a kindergartner's finger painting to the Mona Lisa. Have you ever watched Trump talk? It's repetition city. Tremendous, tremendous, really tremendous. He makes up these weird childish nicknames. Sleepy Joe, Crooked Hillary, like he's running for president of the playground. Obama, though, he plants these strategic pauses that make you lean in closer. When Trump pauses, America collectively holds its breath, hoping he's finally done.
To talk about making sure that there is a successful transition between our presidencies. Now, it is no secret that the president-elect and I have some pretty significant differences. But remember, 8 years ago, I had a chance to talk to President-elect Trump last night, about 3:30 in the morning, I think it was, to congratulate him on winning the election. And I had a chance to invite him to come to the White House tomorrow.
The fact-checkers must get carpal tunnel syndrome working Trump events. Studies from the Washington Post's fact-checker showed Trump made over 30,000 false claims during his presidency. That's like 21 lies a day. Obama's statements generally stand up to scrutiny, which is probably why Trump gets so mad whenever Obama speaks. It's like watching someone perform a beautiful Chopin sonata versus someone smashing pots and pans together while yelling, "This is the best music. Nobody makes better music than me, believe me." But what really set Trump off this time? On live TV, he actually claimed Obama was spying on his campaign with illegal wiretaps and called him the worst president in American history. That's rich coming from a guy whose presidential library will probably just be a gold-plated Twitter archive. Obama's response was surgical, factual, measured, and devastating precisely because it wasn't angry. He addressed the actual policies without once mentioning Trump's hair or orange complexion. That's what drives Trump absolutely bonkers. Being ignored, or worse, being corrected with actual facts. The most devastating thing about Obama's response wasn't what he said, it was how he said it. When a former president with a solid 59% approval rating delivers a critique using complete sentences and actual facts, there's simply no effective comeback. Trump supporters call this elitism, but the rest of us call it basic communication skills. Remember when Obama didn't even have to raise his voice to completely dismantle Trump's arguments? It's like watching someone solve a Rubik's Cube while their opponent is still trying to figure out which end of a spoon to eat with. Obama's playing political chess while Trump's still learning how checkers works, and his supporters know it. That's why they immediately started whining about how unfair Obama's response was. What's actually unfair is expecting the American public to choose between someone who speaks in coherent paragraphs and someone who communicates primarily in all-cap social media rants. The difference becomes painfully obvious when they clash directly. Obama acknowledges legitimate points before systematically taking apart false claims. It's his signature move. Trump, meanwhile, responds to criticism by calling people ugly or stupid, which is literally what my nephew did at recess until his teacher made him sit in timeout. That 59% approval rating Obama maintains years after leaving office isn't just a random number. It's mathematical proof that his approach resonates with Americans across the political spectrum. Trump never once touched that figure during his entire presidency. When Obama speaks, people still listen, giving his words extra weight. It's like having the popular kid in school call out the bully. Everyone pays attention. Trump supporters are melting down because their hero got schooled by someone operating at a different intellectual level. They're literally calling Obama's use of facts and logical reasoning unfair, as if using complete sentences with subjects and predicates is somehow cheating in political discourse. Next, they'll be complaining that Obama's critiques contain too many multi-syllable words. What's especially brutal about Obama's takedown is how he highlighted Trump's policy failures without ever sounding emotional. He didn't need to mock Trump's appearance or speaking style. He simply pointed to the results. It's the political equivalent of saying the scoreboard speaks for itself while your opponent throws a tantrum on the sidelines. So here's the real truth, folks. Obama doesn't need fancy tricks to make Trump look bad. He just speaks like an actual grown-up. It's like watching a chess master calmly dismantle his opponent while Trump throws playground-level insults and sends out rambling press releases. One guy talks like he respects your intelligence. The other yells like you're stealing his parking spot. When these two ex-presidents face off, it's not really a fair fight. It's the difference between someone who wants to persuade you with facts and someone who just wants to overwhelm you with noise. The real winners, United States. We get to see what real leadership looks like.